So this is the second part of spelling rules. In this section, we will see words which end in E. So when we add suffixes to those words which ends in E, then sometimes we drop the last letter E, and sometimes we retain the last letter E. So we'll check those rules. So the silent E is dropped while adding suffixes such as ing, able, ary and ous. Now if you can closely see, all these suffixes start from a vowel letter. So second is while adding y to a noun. So when we add y to any noun, so then we eliminate the word, or we drop the last letter e. And when we add tion to a word which ends in e, then we again drop the letter e. So the silent e is not dropped when suffix ly is added. So now when we add y, then we drop the letter e, and when we add ly, then we keep the letter e. So we will not drop the letter e. So after C or G, while adding suffixes able, ous beginning with vowels. See, so if there is any word which ends in E, but before E there is C, or before E there is G consonant. So if before E there is C and before E there is G, and we have to add the suffix able or ous, then we will not drop the word E. In the last one, suffixes beginning with consonant are added such as ful, less, hood, ly, meant and ness. So these suffixes starts with the consonant, and when we add these suffixes to the word which ends in e, so we will retain the word e. We will not drop the word e. So now we will see some examples. So the silent e is dropped when adding suffixes such as ing, able, ary and ous. So examples are rove plus ing. So when we add ing to the word rove, it becomes roving, and you can see here we have dropped the letter e. So care plus ing becomes caring. So again we have dropped the letter e. Age plus ing, aging. Value plus able, valuable. Note plus able, notable. Love plus able, lovable, and move plus able, movable. So in all such cases, when we add ing and when we add able, so we have dropped the letter e from all these words. Other words are stare plus ing, staring. Advise plus able, advisable. Imagine plus ary, imaginary. Desire plus ous, desirous. Pour plus ous, porous. Imagine plus able, imaginable, and fame plus ous, famous. In all such cases also we have eliminated or dropped the letter e when we add ing, able, ary or ous. The second part is silent e is dropped while adding y to a noun. So examples stone, the word stone, when we add y it becomes stony. And in the word stony, so you can see there is no e. So noise plus y, noisy. Taste plus y, tasty. So in this cases, ice plus y, icy. So we have dropped the last letter e when we add y. And the third section is the silent e after consonant t is dropped when suffixes tion is added. So pollute plus tion becomes pollution, so we have dropped the letter e. Frustrate plus tion, frustration. Delete plus tion, deletion. Deplete plus tion, depletion. So in all such cases, when we add tion to a word, and if the last letter is e, so we drop the letter e. So these are the three rules where we drop the letter silent e. So the silent e is not dropped when suffixes ly is added. So false plus ly becomes falsely, safe plus ly becomes safely, sure plus ly becomes surely. So in such cases we have kept or we have not dropped the silent e when it is at the end of the word. So there are some exceptions. There the three exceptions, main exceptions are whole plus ly becomes wholly, true plus ly becomes truly, and due plus ly becomes duly. So in these three cases we drop the silent e. This second is important. This e is not dropped after c or g while adding suffixes able, ous beginning with vowels. Example: peace plus able, peaceable; trace plus able, traceable; service plus able, serviceable. So you can see before c there is a letter, before e there is a letter c, and when we add able, or we'll see other words when we add ous, so we retain the letter e, so we will not drop the letter e. So courage, so you can see before e there is a word g, when we add ous it becomes courageous, and we have retained the letter e. Advantage plus ous, advantageous, we have retained the letter e. Manage plus able, manageable; marriage plus able, marriageable; charge plus able, chargeable. So in all such cases when we add able on ous, so you can see before e if there is c, or before e if there is g, and when we add able and ous, so we keep the word e, we will not drop the last letter e. Last portion is e is not dropped when suffixes beginning with consonants are added, such as full, less, hoodie, ly, meant, and ness. You can see all these suffixes starts with the consonant. Earlier the suffixes which we did, those suffixes started with the vowel alphabet. So hate plus full, hateful; use plus less, useless; care plus full, careful; improve plus meant, improvement; like plus ness, likeness; state plus hood, statehood; extreme plus ly, extremely. So you can see in all such cases, achieve plus meant, achievement, we have retained the last letter e, so we will not drop the letter e. So there are two exceptions to this section. First is argue plus meant, argument. So in this case we will drop the letter e. And awe plus full, awful. So again we have dropped the letter e. So you can remember, you can mug these two exceptions. Next, final e in the following words can be retained or removed. So that is totally your choice whether you want to retain it or you want to remove it. So when we so for example when we talk about like, so we can say likable with e or likable without e. Mile, so mileage, mileage. So again we have the choice whether we want to keep the e or we want to eliminate the e. So judgment, abridgment, and acknowledgement. So you can see in all such cases when we add ment or able, so or meant, so it's your choice whether you want to keep the letter e or you want to drop the letter e. So I'll suggest, so you should remember these words like, mile, judge, abridge, and acknowledge. So these are the rules. We'll have a quick recap. The silent e is dropped when while adding suffixes such as ing, able, ary, and ous. So do remember these suffixes starts with the vowel alphabet. So we drop the letter e, silent e, when we add these suffixes. The silent e is dropped while adding y to a noun. So before when we add y to a noun, then we drop the silent e. And the last portion, so the silent e after consonant t is dropped when suffix tion is added. So when we add tion, so we drop the silent e. When we add y to a noun, so we drop the silent e. Or when we add ing, able, ary, and ous, we again drop the silent e. So the cases where we do not drop the silent e are, so first one is when we add ly. So when we add y, so we do not drop the letter e. So e is also not dropped after c or g. So if e is after c or if e is after g, so when we add able or ous, do remember able ous. So when we add this, so we keep the word e, so we do not drop the word e. So do remember when we write age, so when we say aging, so we have to drop the letter e, because here we are adding ing, not able or ous. So this is the part which belongs to this section. And the last portion is e is not dropped when suffixes beginning with consonants are added, such as full, less, hoodie, ly, hood, ly, mint, and ness. So all these suffixes start with the consonant. So when we add these, then we do not drop the letter e. So this is a quick recap. I hope you enjoyed this lecture, and I'll suggest, if you like this video, so then do subscribe to this channel and keep sharing.